Hello, my name is Brian Williams, and I'm really looking forward to starting this program. I've been teaching now for 12 years. My first 2 years, I taught grades 5 through 8 mathematics at a Catholic school. And then I moved on and taught sixth grade science at Walton Verona for 6 years. And now, for the last 4 years, I've been teaching sixth grade science at Beechwood Elementary. And over the past 12 years, I've had a few opportunities to sit in on interviews for hiring teachers. But beyond that, I've got very limited experience in the school setting of hiring and mentoring employees or staff. However, in my past career, I was a manager at a Fortune 500 company where I was responsible for all the hiring, development, and mentoring of the staff. So I am somewhat familiar with the legalities of questions that you should and should not be asking in an interview. In terms of the strangest question that I've ever been asked in an interview, nothing really kind of jumps out at me, but I will say that there are questions that are certainly challenging or that have surprised me or thrown me off guard. I think one of the toughest questions for me is answering the "what is your weakness" question. Obviously, I have weaknesses. I'm a very continuous improvement driven kind of person and always trying to do better. But I think that's a tough question to turn that into a negative into a positive, so to speak. And I feel like that question is, meant to pull out how you handle adversity and challenges and how you seek to improve yourself. So I think I get the meaning behind the question, but it always kind of throws me off, and it's a tough one I think to handle in an interview. So over the course of my life, I've had quite a few teachers throughout the years, and there are several actually that stand out for me as outstanding teachers or teachers that made a big difference in my life. In high school, I had two different teachers, and one of them I thought was an amazing teacher because this person really just loved teaching the subject that they were teaching, which was a biology class. They would take us outside. We would do real world things. And this person was just so enthusiastic and had such an energy about things that you couldn't help but, pull from that energy that that teacher had. Another high school teacher that I had that really, sticks close to my heart was a teacher that really just was compassionate. And I felt like this teacher really cared about me. They went out of their way to be kind. They went out of their way to be compassionate. They were just friendly and nice. And I think, in college, I had some of those same experiences. And so I guess if I were to kind of sum up the qualities or characteristics of teachers that have meant the most to me, it wasn't so much about what they taught for the most part. It was more about the fact that I felt like they cared about me. They were always helpful. They were there for you. And you got the sense that they really did, want to be a part of your life and to help you succeed and be successful. So I feel like those are the qualities in my mind that really make for an outstanding teacher or instructor. One of the worst teachers I had, ironically, was my sixth grade teacher, which I think is funny because I teach sixth grade now. And I think I probably was, looking back on it, I was probably a little bit of a handful in sixth grade. I think I was a little immature and, had a lot of change going on in my life and some tough things happening at home. And I think I acted out in ways that probably would drive a lot of teachers crazy. And I can appreciate that now, having, taught 11 and 12-year-olds and, understanding the challenges that come with that. But this teacher, I think, just didn't handle things very well. They were the opposite of caring and kind. They seemed to me like they showed favoritism towards certain students who definitely were not perfect students by any means. Some of these kids were doing just as bad of things as anybody else in the room, but they seemed to get away with them. And this teacher was not very understanding and not very kind, and you didn't get the sense that they really cared about you. And so I think, again, it comes down to me for, it's more about the personality of that teacher and their compassion and their empathy and their caring that comes across that really makes the biggest difference in my mind. So hopefully I've covered everything that I needed to in this introduction, but I'm looking forward to meeting everyone, and have a great day. Thank you.